on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Tammy McCormick. With just 5 days to go until Election Day, the presidential candidates are seeking votes in the West, in Arizona, Nevada, and New Mexico. Christopher Cruz reports on Donald Trump's stop in Albuquerque.
It's Trump's first time back in the state since 2019. He thinks he can make inroads with Hispanics.
Hispanics, and they are. They're hard workers, and boy, are they entrepreneurial, and they're great people, and they are warm. They are warm. Sometimes they're too warm, you want to know this, really?
But voters in New Mexico have twice rebuffed Trump at the polls, and Democrats hold every statewide elected position, all 3 congressional seats, and majorities in the state House and Senate. Christopher Cruz, CBS News.
Earlier, Kamala Harris responded to Trump's remarks, saying he'd protect women whether they like it or not. She called that offensive and said it's the latest in a series of reveals about how he feels about women.
Whether he has said, as he has, that women should be punished for their choices, whether he has talked about his pride in taking away a fundamental right from women, whether it be how he has actually created a situation in America where now 1 in 3 women lives in a Trump abortion ban state.
More warnings today from Secretary of State Antony Blinken about North Korean troops in Russia and what they may be up to. Here's reporter Linda Kenyon.
The Secretary of State says it is clear they're being prepped to join Russia's fight against Ukraine.
Russia has been training DPRK soldiers in artillery, UAVs, basic infantry operations, including trench clearing.
Speaking alongside Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin and their South Korean counterparts, Blinken also said he expects North Korean troops to be deployed in the coming days, making them legitimate military targets as Ukraine defends itself.
Blinken also said Israel and Lebanon could be closer to an agreement to end the fighting across their borders.
We are working very hard and making progress on reaching understandings of what would be required for the effective implementation of UN Security Council Resolution 1701. This would be the basis of a diplomatic resolution.
That resolution was adopted in 2006 to keep peace along the border. Jason Brooks reports on today's big losses on Wall Street.
Corporate earnings and a pair of key economic reports were mostly positive, but that wasn't good enough for investors, who were especially disappointed with weaker than expected earnings forecasts and higher spending plans from big tech firms, including Microsoft, Meta, and Uber.
Heavy selling hit the market, the Dow finishing 378 points lower, the S&P 500 off 108. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glasses half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 62 degrees in Emeryville, California.